What's up, everybody? Hope your May 4th has been a good holiday for Star Wars. Now, overall, besides that, there are some very stupid things going on in the US right now. Um, so far this year is not so good. We've had the coronavirus come out, and this is a major problem to all of us, which is very deadly if we are not careful to stay away from other people. And if we're not careful, it could lead to some deadly deaths. And we want to do our best to not increase those numbers and that stuff. Apparently, no one is doing a good job of not doing so. Because we have those morons out there that are not doing so well with that. So, let's get down to it. Now, you've all heard of the very stupid tragedy that is going on right now. That is the George Floyd protests. Just gotta say that right now. That's not all of it is good. Not all of the protests. I've already watched a lot of these protests across the country, across the whole United States. It's very, very disastrous. People are destroying buildings. They're burning down stores. Or should I say, burning down certain buildings and breaking windows and starting fires. They even burn cars, too. I'm not even gonna lie about that. All of it is, pretty bad. Pretty bad, I have to say. So, here's a bigger issue. Cops have, as you know, you may have heard the story already, but one cop has dragged this one innocent man out of his car, forces the guy down underneath his car, puts his foot on his neck, and leaves it there for 9 minutes. Probably breaks his jaw, I would imagine. And just literally leaves this man like this for 9 minutes. And then he takes his gun and fires him and kills him. Number one, this guy was black. Number two, he was being racial and immediately just killed this guy who was suspected of having a counterfeit $20 bill. I understand that you arrest the guy because it's a crime, but the next thing to kill a black guy, that is just racial, and you got some serious problems. You got some very serious problems. Because I'm just going to put it to you people this way. Being racial is just flat out wrong. Alright, just look back to the Civil War. Look at the age where we've actually started to hate, hate the opposite color. Look back to that. And look back to where we wanted to end that because it was, so unfair, people, that we just wanted to not do this anymore. Look back over to where the North and the South actually hated each other, and that you getting married to black people was very illegal, where we always treated the black people like property and that stuff, and we wanted to end this and that stuff because we knew that treating people, or treating the black people like property, was no good, and it was just, very terrifying during that time of history. Now, apparently, the cops still kind of, practice that. Whenever they see black people, suspect them of doing a crime, even if they're not doing it at all and that stuff, they shoot them and kill them. Because the cops are racial. And they think that it's okay to kill black people because they think, people used to be racial back then and that stuff. And some states, even though we were in the South and that stuff, we could go back to the day and age where we've hated the North and the South, and we can just, go out and kill black people because this is how we want America to be. We want America to be in that time of age again where the white and the black people hated each other and that stuff. And that's what the cops probably want to go back to and that stuff. I understand that all men are created equal. But at least some states just don't even want to. Some states, I'm just going to put it this way, still practice racism. They still practice racism. And it's all stupid. Now, on top of that, you've got the coronavirus, and then you've got all these morons that, you got all these people that are having all of these violent protests. Not every state's having violent protests, or not every city. Most cities and most states are doing these violent protests. And as I've described to you, that is burning down cars, breaking windows, and setting certain buildings on fire. And among that, you got the coronavirus, which I'm very sure that the young morons that have no heads whatsoever thought it was probably a good idea to raid the streets and start, creating a havoc. Or be an angry mob, for example. And then that was probably a bad idea for them. And first off, you got the coronavirus on one side. Now, you go outdoors and that stuff, Well, you're just going to increase the death tolls. Because, first off, uh, when you get out there with violent police and that stuff, one, they're probably most likely going to kill you too. Because if you are a black person, first off, and that stuff, they are, going to kill you as well because you're black and you can't help it. And second, you've got the coronavirus on the other side that is spreading like wildfire, and it can certainly kill you too. So, you, on the other hand, are helping with increasing the death tolls with the coronavirus. And here's another stupid thing. There are reports that Jake Paul and Logan Paul have been recording this over Twitter, their phones. Now, this incident happened in like an Arizona mall, that stuff, and there they are. They're like, recording all of the stupid stuff that's going on in our country right now. And it's pretty pathetic, really. Like, literally pathetic. I don't know what to say, but there he is. He's recording all this stuff, and possibly Logan Paul is, joining him as well, and we've got, there's some very bad things that are going on right now. And it's not all good. Not all good. So he's there, just watching everybody looting and smashing windows in a mall. And, he's just there for, to capture the moment of where he can actually get a chance to get famous. More famous. Now, in a Twitter post, he said that we want to show the American people this stuff about what is going on in that stuff. Literally, you think we're gonna buy your lie second? Or first off, because, number one, you're just doing it to get, clout, I should say. You want that internet clout, first off. And we know you just want to be there so that everybody can recognize you as the famous rapper, celebrity, and that stuff. You and your bro Logan Paul, which I thought you probably got in trouble for, doing something. But, yeah. I thought, this is my opinion, I thought Logan Paul was, locked away in prison for doing something bad, but guess not. I could be very inaccurate with that. Because, let me see. I thought Logan Paul actually did, something very stupid to get himself caught with the law. That stuff. That just could have been rumors. That just could have been rumors. But yeah, I thought you and Logan got arrested for something. I don't know what it would have been. But then again, I could be pretty wrong. And, you people watching this, if you want to criticize me about, whether he and, well, actually, him has been, in jail, he, if Logan's been to jail before and that stuff, if you want to criticize me for that, like, say I'm wrong and that stuff, which, how am I wrong when I just said that I could be very inaccurate with that stuff? Because I myself, too, could probably be wrong about this kid being in jail before. Whatever. If you leave your negative comment on there and say I don't even know what I'm talking about and that stuff, because it's not really going to have any effect on me and that stuff, because I've probably heard wrong. Okay, I didn't say that he was taken to jail and that stuff. I said I thought he was. But, yeah, Logan Paul and Jake Paul they're recording all of this stupid, I'm gonna say crap, literally, because, one, it's, it's very stupid, first off. You're standing there recording all of, the people in that mall just going mad over George Floyd's death and that stuff, and you're busy there just sitting there recording everything and that stuff, and you're taking it like it's all a big joke. Like, you don't even care about anything. You don't care about what's going on in America. You don't care about the COVID-19 situation. You don't care that George Floyd was killed by a cop. You don't care if people practice racism. You don't care about anything, because all you care about is just fame. So I can pretty much sure that you and Logie Paul are well, I know for a fact that the two of you are the most ugliest and dirtiest rappers alive. Because me, myself, I obviously hate rap. And you two are just, you are like the worst people that I know. So, what's the next thing that's gonna happen? What's the next thing that can happen? How much more worse can America actually get at this point right now? You've got the you have the stupid violent protests and that stuff, where the police are firing tear gas at you, all that other stuff. And, like, when is it ever ending? This is happening all across America. And you're out there during this coronavirus, and you're in a huge crowd and stuff. I've got to say, you're pretty much expected to die out there within a few months and that stuff. Because with the death of George Floyd and that stuff, you're probably eager to die as well if you're out there with COVID because, well, you just care about satisfying your anger needs and that stuff, and you don't care about, COVID out there. You don't care about that. You just care about showing the dumb people that, well, the cops, I should say, overall, that, well, cops are idiots, first off, because they are the one that are, being racial and that stuff, and they're, being violent to black people and that stuff, and, that's, well, it's disgusting. First off, being racial is not okay. It is not okay in any situation. And practicing to be, practicing to be, racial is not good on another end. But COVID's out there and that stuff. So if people die from COVID and that stuff and increase the polls and that stuff, well, I could say, have at it. Because I'm not going to sit here and, tell everybody what you should be doing or, like, how you should live your life. That stuff. All I'm saying is that, all this racism crap and all these protests is just stupid. And it's like, it's never going to end in America. Why? Because people just don't want it to end. It's like people don't even get sick and tired of doing this. Is it the people's fault that all of this is, taking place? And we just don't want to give it up? Is this all just a big joke to many of you? Is all this a big joke to you? No, it's not a joke to me. And number one, if you are a different color than I am, which I'm actually, well, I'm not going to go there, but I'm not colored, first off. Like, I know plenty of people that are not my color, which I respect, because, first off, I'm not going to go over there and, be a stupid idiot and, be racial toward, my tan friends, my friends that are probably darker skinned. And I'm most certainly not going to, tell them or, hack into their computer, which I can't even hack anyway, but why would I want to? Because that would be, well, that could get me arrested too. But if I could, let's say if I were to do that, then, find out where all the black people are, and let's say I've, I actually gone and, disrespected them, that stuff, they would probably think I'd be a horrible idiot. And next thing, if I were able to kill anyone, not just black people, if I were to go out there and kill somebody and that stuff, I'd be a complete moron and overall stupid, and I would have been arrested, and I would have not liked the outcome there. But who knows? Maybe that's just not me. Maybe that's just not me. You know why? Because first of all, I'm not racial toward my friends. I'm not racial toward them. Why am I not racial to them? Well, because first off, I'm raised not to be racial. I'm not raised to actually, go and disrespect people that are not my race. Because I am not a stupid moron. I would be if I wanted to go and do these violent protests and that stuff. But no. If I ever protested, I would have done it peacefully with picket signs and that stuff. But no, I wouldn't do it in a very violent manner. I just would not go and do that. Because I'm not a moron. And second, being racist is just not good. I've seen lots of people be disrespected for them being black and that stuff. And every time I see that and that stuff, I just, just don't feel like, I just want to say that if they want to be idiots and disrespect the colored people, and we go back to that day and age where we just treat it like we're back in the Civil War, where we hate others' race and that stuff, well, then I've got news for you to say. You people are just really big idiots, including the cops. And before I just end the video for today, that stuff, I just want to bring up a video situation that happened over Facebook. It was uploaded on Facebook by somebody, where two ladies are sitting in a Burger King. Okay? And the manager is Mexican. And what is the first thing that you suspect that they do? You guessed it. They start being racial toward this guy. And on the other hand, it's not good. They tell this guy that he needs to go back to his home country. And starts being very disrespectful to his race. That stuff. He told him to go back to his country. And you know what this guy said? He said, alright, you're rude, you're disrespectful, and never come back here. And, of course, he does his best to drive those ladies off. That stuff. Overall, lesson learned. If you guys think that being racial is okay and that stuff, let me tell you, that is not gonna be fine. If you ever be racial toward black people and that stuff, they're going to say, I don't want to see you again. Right? You're rude, You're disrespectful, and I don't want to see you here ever again. But who am I to say that? Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you liked what I've said about this stuff, follow my channel, show more